Good news! Yay! Everyone knows good news. Jupiter is now in Cancer. As of, I think, yesterday, Jupiter transited into Cancer. So literally, the entire world is feeling this energy right now. And will for, I want to say, like a year and a half or so, for quite a while. Oh man, it is about time. After a long, long while spent in Jupiter and Gemini, I want to say about 2 years. I might be wrong on that, but a long time, about a year and a half or so, in which the planet Ju- Jupiter and Gemini. There's so many opportunities in that time period of learning, of travel. I studied abroad in that time. I studied languages in that time. Gemini, there you go, communication. Um, but so many people I know traveled or really bore the fruits of intellectual labor, so they graduated or they made serious progress towards graduation. A lot of amazing intellectual pursuits like book writing, a lot of just truly communicative ventures. That was the time of Jupiter and Gemini. So it has its good side, but let's face it, astrologically, Jupiter and Gemini is very challenging energy. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, of prosperity, of all the beautiful things that life has to offer. And in that position in Gemini, Jupiter can get very nitpicky, can get very anxious. I find that those with Jupiter and Gemini are absolutely, that is one of the placements for anxiety disorder, and or just feeling anxious or unease with other people or with just things in general, with life in general. So we've come through this incredible time of intellectual opportunities, of growth and connections made and networks made. But we've also come through a time in which we absolutely picked ourselves apart and got obsessive and was like OCD in some way, whether it was about ideas or people or our life. So every energy has this beautiful side, its highest order and the lowest vibration manifestation of its energies. And but it still should be said, Jupiter and Gemini is challenging. So, the good stuff, Jupiter and Cancer. Jupiter and Cancer is a beautiful, beneficial energy. It's said to function really well. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. And again, this is for the entire world to feel. All of these amazing opportunities that Jupiter and Cancer brings in general is for the entire world. We've made it through the hard part, you know. Now we're going through this beautiful period of growth and prosperity. So how to tap into this and make it lasting, make it longing? Gotta look at Cancer energies. Cancer is the home, childhood, your family, the world as a family, you know, the world as your home. This energy is going to be providing the entire world with a lot of beautiful opportunities to make our home and our home life, our family, our friends, everything that roots us emotionally, make that infinitely better. We're going to be given so many opportunities that it will be overwhelmed by them. You know, after the dearth of opportunities that we've just come through, it's going to be a beautiful time of just incredible prosperity. And you know, it hasn't just been throughout this last year that we've needed it, but the last 4 years. You know, I mean, hell, always we could use prosperity, but we've earned this transit of Jupiter and Cancer. We've survived. We've gotten to this point. And I have to tell you, I'm super happy that we've gotten to this point. I'm super optimistic about what this energy has to offer. Objectively speaking, America is playing a crucial role. I mean, all nations are. But America is the pioneer, really, of the Aquarian Age in the world today. And that doesn't make Americans better than anyone else or America more important than anyone else. Not at all. But at the end of the day, what happens in America has rippling effects throughout the entire world. You know, and I say that not just from an American perspective, but from a British, French, Spanish, Italian, Russian. I mean, I've been all over, man. But what does this have to do with Jupiter and Cancer? Well, natally, in the natal chart of America, Jupiter's in Cancer, and it's right on the cusp of Gemini. And right now, Jupiter's in Cancer, right on the cusp of Gemini. So right now, there's a Jupiter return going on. Now, Jupiter is beautiful for everyone when it's in a sign that it really supports, I guess you could say. Jupiter in Cancer is a very supportive sign for Jupiterian energy. But when a Jupiter return happens, aka when the transiting Jupiter out there, for example in Cancer right now, is in the same sign, and the same degree even, as your natal Jupiter in your birth chart, where the Jupiter is there, aka Americas, right? When a Jupiter return happens, beautiful opportunities erupt even more. And for this to be happening in Jupiter in Cancer is just like, finally, we'll finally have so many opportunities to counteract all the negativity and corruption and pessimism in our very foundations as a nation and our institutions that we're experiencing because of Pluto and Capricorn. I talked about that in another video. Uranus in Aries square Pluto and Capricorn. This Jupiter in Cancer is going to be offering a lot of resolution. It'll definitely be challenging, but we're going to be given so many opportunities to get this right and to really grow and prosper in a beautiful and abundant way. So, all these opportunities, how to make the most of them. Basically, prudence, the very antithesis to Jupiterian energies. With this a tiny bit of prudence and mindfulness of how we can use all this beautiful prosperity in the long run by grounding all of this nice energies, by making the most of opportunities, but again, stretching them out for the long run, so seeing how they benefit not only you now, but a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 100, etc., etc. That is the best way to make the most of this energy and make sure that we're not just going to be riding this awesome wave and then we crash back into exactly the same place where we were before. Or even worse, because we didn't ground any of these beautiful opportunities and honestly luck that is coming our way. How to do this? Like I was saying, Jupiter in Cancer with Pluto and Capricorn is a beautiful back and forth. It's a good balance. And for us, we're going to have to invest all these beautiful opportunities and prosperity into lasting institutions, education, healthcare, institutions that people need, that people deserve, and that promote people. Jupiter in Cancer is very nurturing energy. Those who have this natally know, you're very, very nurturing, very compassionate. You always, you see beyond yourself. You're not selfish. You recognize that your entire family is you, in a sense, and the entire world is you, and the entire universe is you. And so you want to spread that prosperity out. It's like a beautiful fountain where the water just travels out for everyone's needs and purposes. So having that mindset will help ground Jupiter and Cancer energy. It will help us stretch out this prosperity so that it is long-lasting. Dude, Cancer and Capricorn, those energies are some of the most long-lasting energies ever. And we're being given a real opportunity here to make some big, beneficial, and lasting, durable changes in the world, let alone our society, but the entire world. And so, that's just something to keep a mind on, keep an eye out for, I suppose, in all of this beautiful opportunities. Already, everyone around me seems to be having, even with all these challenges that are happening in society and everything, the huge shifts that are happening, people are getting so many opportunities right now, and stuff they've been working for years and years and years, so decades, lifetimes even. So this is a beautiful opportunity, truly. And in general, like I was saying, it brings a lot of prosperity to us as a society, but as individuals, what can we do to make the most of this energy? Embracing Jupiter energy, which is learning, guidance, teaching, exploring, making the most out of what you have, living extravagantly, and again, there's a way to do that in a long-term effect, if you're living in the moment, but you're learning things, about yourself, about life, about love. This is very water fluid energy, and so each person is going to incorporate it in their own way in their lives, but ultimately just embrace nurturing, embrace compassion, embrace love for yourself and your fellow human beings, and embrace seeing the world as one entire home, one entire family. If you do all of these things, you will be embracing the most out of this energy, and be getting the most out of this energy, and then be giving the most out of this energy. It's this beautiful cycle. And, you know, this is a very, very beautiful time period. So let's make the most of it. Let's make it lasting. Let's not have a year of escapism, you know. Let's not have a year of drug addiction and intoxication and again, escaping from what needs to be changed in the world. Let's enjoy this time, truly, because it is a time of enjoyment. We've earned it, but let's make the most of it. Let's make long-lasting joy come out of this. That's what I'm going to be aiming to do. I hope you do too, because again, we're all in this together. Same family, same planet. So, yeah. I didn't mention this before. Also traveling, learning about other cultures, learning even more about your own culture. All of that is absolutely wonderful in this time. So, I think that's all I can think of. Ooh, growing and nurturing too, like literally growing and nurturing. There's a huge, huge worldwide demand for weed growing, and people all around me seem to be growing. It's beautiful. So that's a great way to channel this energy too into nurturing a business, nurturing literally the ground, growing. Oh yeah, business would be a great outlet for this. Making progress in an institution, whether it's your own business or making your own business or whatever, this is a great time for that. So really, without losing sight of your home life, this is a great time to be progressing, career-wise, financially, however you want to put it. Okay, now I'm done. Infinite love to you, sweet sibling. Namaste. Embrace your imagination. It's always the time to embrace your imagination, but now is absolutely the best time to be doing so.